we're not going to use that. Take your admin.
Hi, this is Brandon Parker at 145. This is a pretty tough match for him. It's a Council Rock North, so it's a pretty hard first match. Brandon in the headlock, front headlock position. He's gonna score two and gets out of bounds. Brandon working from top. Trying to get a bar in. And he gets it. That's Norristown's taint. He's getting back points. This kid's fighting off his back pretty well. And he gets out. He was really fighting off his back hard there. And end of the first period. Brandon will take bottom, a.k.a. Bro Parker. He's one of our more popular wrestlers on our team. Brings the big crowd in, captain. And he switches them and gets two. Switches from the bottom when he just turns, and that's a reversal. Reversal is 2 points. Council Rock North wrestler trying to get a reversal right back. Bro is not allowing it. Bro is winning 9-3. It's the 145 bout. And they go out as Brandon tries to get some back points. Council Rock North wrestler gets to his feet. Bro lets him out. Brandon shoots a very nice double and takes him down. Piece of cake. Score is 11-4. Look how Bro digs that knee in to his thigh. Putting pressure, always applying pressure, using his head. Brandon not giving up anything, not letting go. Believe that is a stalemate when nothing's really going on. The ref will call a timeout and restart. Bro lets him out again. And that's the third period we're going into now. I've seen Brandon Russell a lot over my career, and once he has a lead, he's very defensive and very well with it, and he will not give it up. So we'll see what happens. Shoots a nice double. Counts a Rock North wrestler in a front headlock position. Nice little scrap there. Still neutral. And they're tied up. Bro goes for a shrug. He's now looking for his patented spladle. That's his big time move. And we'll see it soon, hopefully. He's working on it. And all he has to do is hook that leg. But he switches it into a headlock. And he gets a 2 takedown. Referee is now counting back points. Bro's increasing his lead. Other kids getting very upset. Bro on top. Gets a nice tight waist in there. When you put that hand all the way in as far as you can, up the stomach, and squeeze it. Grabbing wrists. Just whatever it takes to keep him down. Ride him out. Got his ankle now, and he's not letting go of that. And that's the match. Bro Parker wins with a major decision of 15-5. Well done. This is one step for a long road to go. Brett Harner is now coming on. Right after Bro, we got Brett at 152. And we're going to get Bro up here right after he gets warmed up. Right after he gets dries that sweat off. He's going to come up and commentate with me. See, all year we had Bro, and then we had Brett, one of our 2 most solid wrestlers on our team, back to back, which is once we get in that area, we're pretty stable. Brandon Parker signing his bout sheet for victory. That's Brett and Coach Mark. Father and son.
Unmute 3. Tyrone, thanks for
No, it's alright.
I don't know. I don't know what mic I am. That's okay. Not this one.
Am I still on?
Yeah, you're starting on. This shit.
It's getting started up for his first match. Brett takes a nice single, takes him down.
Brett's returning to this district, trying to return to the districts again, trying to earn his first district crown with a nice great Norristown move called the Norristown Taint.
Yeah, very nice taint there.
It's a great move. Pretty much nobody in this region can defend it. And Brett gets the taint again, gets it more secure.
He should stick him
If he
here.
could lock up this figure 4 around the head, he could most definitely get the pin.
If he doesn't get this pin here, I think his coach will have, his father will have a few words for him.
And he gets the pin.
And he gets it.
And the team points for Norristown.
That was a quick win right there. It was only 50 seconds. Huh?
Pin. Good win. Great win by Brett Harner on his way to hopefully the 100 win club coming by the end of this year. He's coming close. And now we have Juan Carbajal up against the Chamonix Nick Russell. Nick Russell gets a good shot off.
Got took down pretty quick, but he's
Juan's really just the
back.
tough wrestlers in the room. Like, he doesn't care, if he has, a 3-time state champion that he has to wrestle live with. He just likes the action. He just loves the sport.
How about being right after Brett all year, bro? That two great wrestlers right next to each other.
It was different this year because Al was always heavier than him. And I found out that I was actually the light one and he was bigger than me.
Wow.
So I actually got to make the fat jokes back at him. Juan's in a tight move with Russell.
Yeah, he gets off his back, though, right away. I think that ref is holding 2 back points.
There's another quick tight pin.
Pin.
Nick Russell.
Tough wrestler, though.
Now on the Larry Gordon, our 189-pounder.
Here you go, having a terrific season. A lot of off-season work he did. You went to Disney with him, right, bro?
Yep. He was on my Disney Duels team, and he was also on my Junior Olympic team down in Virginia Beach.
Yeah. And not only is he a magnificent wrestler, he's just a great kid.
Great kid to be with.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Scary when you see on the mat,
Yeah.
but he's a great kid to
Off the
talk
mat.
to.
Yeah, real chilling kid. Brandon, being the captain, you bark out a lot of orders. I don't see you have a lot of trouble with this guy.
Larry's the one kid I know in the wrestling that I have not yelled at. And yeah, it's hard not to get yelled at by me. It's most like you just got to stay out of my way by weigh-ins.
And Larry with a nice single there.
A single trying to get...
He's getting funked.
He gets upper perk wrestler, gets his ankle. Larry's trying to fight him off, trying to fight off the takedown. And it's 2-point takedown.
Now Larry had a nice shot there, but he was unable to finish there. Good defense there by the upper perk wrestler.
Larry's trying to build himself up. Larry's really been fighting off injuries in the past, his high school career, actually.
Yep.
Last year, he ended up breaking his hip, missing the season. And he came back. He actually came back about a week before postseason and ended up going to districts.
I almost forgot about that injury.
Of course, receiving a tough draw against Plymouth White Marshes, John Michael Stoudemire. And, it was a tough district for him, but I was impressed by his dedication to the sport of coming back after such a harsh injury.
Absolutely. Larry trying to get his one and escape. And
he's working for the escape. He builds up. He has a tight whizzer in. Wizard is when he wraps his arm around and separates him and the wrestler.
Very helpful move.
Saves a lot of matches, big time matches.
Larry has a great combination of strength and technique. He's been wrestling for a long time. And very strong at his weight. He's actually weighing a few pounds under.
Yeah, he's a light 89 pounder.
Yeah.
Actually, he came in this year, probably just right after Thanksgiving break, weighing actually at 189 and a half. But after a good a good sleep and practices, he was down and back down to 80.
Yep. So unlike the rest of us on the team, he doesn't have to try and make weight.
It's the one part we don't like him. That's the one fault about Larry, that we don't like him towards weigh-ins. While we're killing ourselves.
Yeah, he's eating donuts.
He's eating donuts on the long 3-hour van rides up to a tournament.
Loves his donuts. And the sugar rush just helped him there. Coach Mark shouting out orders.
Yeah, I don't think I should have been out of bounds. Upper Perk wrestler pretty much crawled out of bounds. I think Larry should have took a penalty, got a penalty point for that. It's called fleeing the mat. There he's riding tough on top, trying to get that cross arm. If you're a wrestler and you're on top, you get that cross arm, you can pretty much control everything that wrestler does.
Yep.
You could pressure as much as you want on one side, and you can hopefully work to his back to gain back points. He's trying to work the Norristown taint.
Got to get that arm under.
He has that pump
in between his legs.
He has of the upper perk left hand.
Yep, pump handle.
Trying to work his head in. Trying to get pressure.
As long as you're working for something on top, you can't get hit with a stalling.
And you're not riding parallel with him also. Two 57 seconds left in the second period. Upper Perk, the red anklet. Larry Gordon of Norristown with the green anklet.
Seems to be a tough match, but Larry Gordon, I know he has heart and he wins those close ones.
Doesn't really show emotion that much in the wrestling room, but
very interesting.
He gets 2 back points. Perfect.
Excellent.
Way to follow the roll. Nice to follow the Granby roll and expose that Upper Perk wrestler's back.
Well, Larry does a pretty good Grammy roll as well. So he knows not to let anyone else do it to him. But yeah, he doesn't show much emotion.
Doesn't at all.
It's a cool trait as an athlete.
This year we had to tell him to get angry this year so he could actually win his tough matches. It took a couple punches to the face to get him a little angry because he's just a big steel man, but we actually got him going this year.
Yep. A few athletes like that just don't show emotion. And we got a caution here.
Caution is when a wrestler, when they're in the set position, a wrestler moves before the ref blows the whistle. And as the second period comes to the end, Larry Gordon is winning 3-2. Larry chooses the bottom position. And the upper perk wrestler decides to choose neutral. That is when the opposing wrestler is bottom. The top wrestler gets to choose if they would like to start back in neutral and not waste any time, or they could start on top.
Yeah, you see that once in a while when wrestlers aren't comfortable wrestling on top, or
and if they need points desperate, they could sacrifice the 1 point and get 2 points to offset it.
In this case,
Larry's up 4-2. Yeah, has a tight front headlock, dumps it. All he needs to do, nice.
Might get him to his back.
Cross face.
Gets the 2
point
points. 6-2.
takedown. 6-2. Still working for moves. He doesn't stop. Larry has the pump handle. Now
Got
he's
it in.
trying to work for the taint.
Needs the hip down here.
There's a lot of moves you could do from once you have that pump handle. You can actually work a kid into stalling, but you know we're not this type of people that
Yeah,
cheat like
Norristown,
that.
Norristown works hard.
We work for points.
That's how
Now
we-
he has the bar. He can just run it and scoop the head with his foot. Hopefully to
that
expose
head.
his back. He's trying to get it tight. He has time to do this. Upper wrestler gets to his feet and they go out of bounds. 20 seconds left in the third period. Larry Gordon is winning 6-2. Larry switched to the single. Looks like he's just going to hold on here for the last 20 seconds.
That's all you got to do.
Just hold him in a position where the wrestler has pretty much zero chance. Oh, he could work for back points too.
Yeah.
and
Looks
doesn't
like a
get it.
raw. Looks like a WWE style pin right there.
Yes.
And that's the match.
And that is the match.
Larry with a nice hard fart. Battle. Oh. Upper perk
Little
wrestler
slow
spikes.
getting up.
Hopefully he's alright. And we'll see. It looks like head injury of some type. Larry is victorious.
Larry is victorious.
Hopefully
Guys,
everything's going to be
so
alright.
After after the whistle kick, not going to say anything else about that. That was a good match by Larry Gordon.
Yeah, very.
Now, Norristown's heavyweight, Gavin Queenan.
Yes, the ever so exciting Gavin.
I always get nervous when Gavin wrestles. Don't
Yeah,
know what
you
he's
never
going
know.
to do. He's a scary man.
He's going up against another very strong opponent here, looks like. See what happens.
He's wrestling a wrestler from Truman High School.
Gavin has a really laid-back approach to everything. Just doesn't really warm up much. Relaxes.
It surprised me, does
Yeah.
not warm up.
But-
Just stands up off the bench,
It works
walks
for him.
onto the mat, and somehow he wins.
As my grandma would say, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
And
They're all both working for head position, just hand fighting, trying to get the better hook. See, I think heavyweight wrestling is just a total different type of wrestling.
exactly.
It's all about just hooks,
Hmm.
trying to get under one. Can't have your feet offset or you'll go flying.
Gavin's very good grabbing the head, putting pressure on. Very good at neutral.
He's a very strong wrestler, very strong. See, Coach Rod Lucene, his
Helps
coach
out
in
a
the
lot.
corner on the right, and Randy Hartman on the left, closest to the camera. They work Gavin to the bone since we don't have a lot of wrestlers that could practice with him at his weight.
Yeah.
We just have him just lift most of the time, and he's experienced enough that he knows his technique and he can run his own technique.
Yeah, if he can get any type of extra conditioning in, it's great.
Yeah, that was one thing he needed to work on was conditioning. We took our first 2 laps of practice. He was just... It was pretty funny to watch, but it was sad to see how much work that he needed to do.
And I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, in the beginning of the season, he didn't have it. He had first beginning of the match, he'd be throwing up. First period, get very tired. He had one time, a kid from Penn Manor, he lost to. Later in the year, he won because of his conditioning. So it just shows how far you come during the season, how much that helps.
Both wrestlers get a double stalling. This is different than a stalemate. This is when both wrestlers work to... The ref knows that both wrestlers are working not to score a point either way. And they're both backing away from each other, not trying to get scored on, instead of meeting in the middle to wrestle. Where a stalemate is, wrestlers are just trapped in a position where neither of them can get a positive edge. So I can see the next periods will be very intense, seeing how the next stalling point for either wrestler would give the opposing wrestler a point.
Mm-hmm.
In the first period, Truman chooses bottom. Gavin, just like in Larry Gordon's match, Gavin decides to pick neutral, giving the Truman wrestler a 1-point escape.
I believe that.
Gavin thinks that he could get him.
Exactly.
He could
Just
take him down.
feels more comfortable at neutral. I feel like Gavin's always big time and always going to go for that big pin. Body slam and hit it.
That's how Marcus was.
Yeah,
Good old
exactly. Marcus Robbins last year, another great heavyweight we had.
Fourth in the AAA state. And, he comes up time to time, practices with Gavin. I think it's great that Gavin could practice with, a wrestler that's actually been to the show.
Yep.
It's placed, and it's just great work for Gavin, especially having a practice partner, period.
Uh-huh.
He's not, instead of throwing around our, 170-pound coaches. Coach Lassine can only take so many beats.
Yeah.
Truman wrestler gets a stalling. Gavin gets a point. I can see Truman wrestler's been backing up the whole time. Gavin's really just been pushing the action.
Indeed. That's all you got to do. Keep pushing the action.
You push the action, you will deserve
Yep.
what you want.
Wrestle your match, and everything will come to you. Most of the time. Ain't grabbing wrists here. However, the other wrestler's doing a good job staying low, spinning. Not letting Gavin work any of that big time moves.
Both wrestlers starting to get a bit fatigued.
Other wrestlers jumping around a lot. Gavin just attacks you menacingly like a zombie.
As the end of the third period, Gavin decides to have injury time. Needs a little bit of air.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot this year.
There's Puffer.
He has the headgear, helps out the forehead, takes a puff of his inhaler.
To whoever's watching at home, you could just stare at our heavyweight and you could agree with us that you wouldn't want to see him in a dark alley.
Indeed, that's right. I know I'd go the other way.
It's a great member to have on the team. I've wrestled with Gavin my whole life as a youth wrestler for the West Norristown Golden Eagles.
Oh yeah, he's a great teammate. Always
He knows the sport more than anybody.
helped me out a lot this year.
Yes. Helpful man, and he also knows how to get the business done.
Also one of our most funny kids on the team, wouldn't you say so, bro?
Man's hilarious.
And he's going to work up here from bottom.
And builds himself up. The baby stand, that's what we call it. Oh, nice escape.
Very nice. Works up from the knees, stands up nice and easy, and breaks that hold.
Gavin working trying to pummel in to get inside control. He tries to hook his arms over top the the Truman wrestler's arms. Trying to get a better hook. It's like watching a sumo wrestling match, just no diapers. Gavin's really nice to that tie up.
Yeah, he does it a
Great.
lot.
He pretty much just drags the rest wherever he wants to go, just tires them out.
Yeah, gets like a frontward full Nelson and just yanks on the head.
Just loosens the person.
I mean, that time it took off his headgear. Shows his strength. We're hoping Gavin can make the Hershey this year. Hopefully place.
He has all the potential in the world.
Other Russell having some trouble with his headgear. Coach coming out to help. It's nice. Gavin gets a nice little breather in the meanwhile.
I always do like that. The rest of his headgear will come up. He
Oh, yeah.
probably get that extra.
I like to run. I like to run to the coaches and get a nice sip of water. Clear that throat out. Because wrestling is just one of the most tiring sports, and you use every muscle. It's like swimming. So yeah, you get very tired, thirsty. Gavin staying defensive.
Hopefully not giving up a stalling warning. And giving another wrestler the point.
More so the other wrestlers on the attack.
Scanning good underhook. That's all that Gavin works for is that underhook. Actually, last year, I remember Marcus wrestling this Truman wrestler. Marcus also having a hard time with him, but again, Marcus was exact 285 pounds. That was
Yeah.
the weight limit.
He'd had trouble getting down there too.
And he would, he would be the only heavyweight I ever knew that had the cut weight for 285. And Gavin is roughly a 260 pounder, and I'm sure this Truman wrestler doesn't hit the 285 mark.
Yeah, and
But
he
it's a great win, Gavin Queenan.
Yep, Gavin.
Advancing to the semifinals.
great job. He does more than just hold his own, even though facing no weight problems. And we're gonna move on to our next match. Gavin with a very good win. And we're at 103 with. Oh,
And we're at Doug Furlano. Doug Furlano gets a nice takedown. Works him up again, yeah. This is the first round of the consolations. Doug stands up, and they go out of bounds. Doug's trying to bring the wrestler down, trying to get a better hold of him, but the wrestler keeps standing up on him. And that is the end of the first period. Now, in PIAA, the times for a regular, during the postseason for the winner's bracket, it's always 2 minutes each period and 3 periods. Now, for the consolation, it's 1 minute, 2 minute, 2 minutes. So it's a lot. So you have to, for the wrestler and the consolations, they have shorter time, and that 1 minute is a big cut compared to how it was the 2 minutes where you would get used to it and take your time. But now you would have to score quick or not score at all. And even if you were scored on, you wouldn't have that much time to correct yourself. In the beginning of the second period is 2-1. Pennsbury wrestler chose bottom. He got an escape. Doug's working with him on his feet. Pennsbury wrestler just shrugged. Doug tries to fend it with his feet and doesn't get it. Doug trying to build himself up. Not letting the Pennsbury wrestler work on him. Hipping down, hopefully trying to work for a stalemate. A Perk wrestler tries to get a lever on him and bend him to expose his back. Dougie doesn't let him work. Pennsbury wrestlers really trying to get the back points before they go out of bounds. Which I think they are, yes. Doug stands up from position. And Doug's trying to fight off the hands. The rest, they just keep going out of bounds. Both wrestlers are getting a big jump forward. Doug working the baby stand up. Nice turn. Let's see if he can get 1 point for it, escape, and he doesn't. Second period coming to an end. It's a caution on Doug. And that's the end of the second period. They go neutral. Start of the third period. Like you're trying to get a couple more takedowns, trying to seal his win to stay in the tournament. Right now it's 4-2. The Pennsbury wrestler is winning. Doug Knight's a nice shrug. It goes out of bounds. See, it's the type of moves that I've had much experience before. You hit the perfect move, and you're just so close to the out of bounds line that you go out of bounds, and you wish that you were in the middle when you hit it, and you could score. Wrestler gets a shot on Doug. Doug passes it by. You can see his Pennsbury wrestler is dominant on his feet when it comes down to it in the first 5 seconds of the match. So Dougie's working all upper body moves. Dougie gets a nice shrug, working for a takedown. Oh, it doesn't finish it. Pennsbury wrestler gets the 2 takedown. And you go out of bounds. Dougie's still in it, giving his all his last couple seconds, trying to stay in it. Caution again, Doug. Now, when a wrestler gets 2 cautions, they have to be aware of themselves because their third caution could give up a point. Right now, Dougie does not need to give up any points right now. Like he's still trying to escape. Nice roll, turn, reversal. Working for the crossface cradle the last couple seconds. Oh, it's the end of the match. Doug Furlano loses. Close match, second loss, and he is eliminated from the district tournament. Great season, though, for Doug Furlano. Great season, hardworking. So he hugs his coaches. I'm sure all of his coaches loved him just as much as he did.
And we have Juan Carbajal getting ready for his match.
Juan is also in the consolations. Has one more loss. Would take him out of the tournament and would end his season.
He will be green.
Juan's wrestling a wrestler from Upper Moreland in the purple and the red anklet. They shake hands. Juan has Upper Moreland wrestler before during the season, has beat him in a close match. But I can tell that this wrestler from Upper Moreland does not want to go home at all. But neither wrestlers did. That's why this will be such a great match, just to see who wants it more.
Juan working on his head, very tough on when he's on your head. And push him out of bounds.
Juan gets the front headlock. Nice, working the cement.
Very good. Finish it.
Great snap.
Yeah, like a mouse trap.
You should just finish it. If only you could finish it. All you just needed to do is build pressure towards
On his toes.
his right shoulder. Be on his toes, doing everything perfect. And he calls the pin.
Gets it.
Juan
Very.
Carbajal lives another day.
Yes, very good job there. Quick pin.
Grand match by Juan.
And we're going to get ready for Jesse Pronte. All right, here we go. Jesse Pronte. 171 consolation match. Loser goes home. He's wrestling Paul Wisniewski from Wissahickon. And he wrestled Tyler Trinko earlier this year, beat him 3-2. And Jesse giving a lot here. And they go out of bounds. All right, battling for head position. And that's the end of the first period. It's very quick. 1 minute periods now. If you didn't hear us, that was because there was like a break between. Jesse trying to work up. It's thrown down. This wrestler is extremely strong, as I witnessed earlier this year. And Jesse escapes. Jesse needs a battle back here. Ties up. Get in head position. And they're near the out of bounds line and calls out. Jesse in a solid stance he has. Faking a shot. And Wissahickon shoots a double, and Jesse's hanging in there. Staying in there. Still got a hand in there. And the referee awards him 2 points for the takedown. And he's out. Jesse seems a little upset. Thought he didn't give it up. Here we go. He needs to escape now. It's the end of the second period. Wissahickons Paul takes down. Jesse's either going to need back points or have him escape and try and take him down, and have him escape again and try and take him down. And he does escape. Jesse's down 3-1 now. Just got to take him down and tie it up. Got to make a move here now. He's trying to push the action. But Wissahickon does right back. Slow shot. And there's a shot. This wrestler's really well defensively. Frustrating his opponent. And Jesse goes to his back, gets up. And not much going on here now. Jesse not letting him get around him. And that's a stalemate. Good. Jess needs to take him down. Stalling on green. So Jesse's pushing the action and got us have him get a stolen. Needs to get him another one for another point. Fake shots, fake shots. Looking for that perfect opportunity, that window for the good shot and finish. But what can you do? This Wissahickon wrestler is just very defensive, blocking with his head, sprawling. Jesse shoots on the whistle to no avail. And
Jesse loses.
yes, Jesse lost. That is along with mine season. Great season. Came in, backed up for Tyler Trinko. Did a wonderful job.
Zach Fuentes now in the semifinals,
Yes, Zach.
wrestling Scott Parker from Penridge.
You guys cousins? But yeah, both of these wrestlers, very fast, strong technique.
Zach a sophomore, Scott a freshman. I actually do remember Scott. I would always see him at his name in the bracket at at a lightweight, just like Zach when we were younger. A couple years younger than me, but I always remember his name. Didn't know he was local, being Penridge though. Both wrestlers very good on their feet. Both like to attack. They really do.
So yeah, this should be a good one. And they go out again. Shows how scrappy this match is going to be.
This is the semifinal bout.
Winner goes to championship. Shoots a single. Zach quickly moves away. With his agility. Parker continues to shoot. Not working. Zach,
Scott
however,
Parker gets a stalling warning in the first period. You never really see that. Usually wrestlers that really just don't want to wrestle.
good job by Zach pushing the action.
Great job pushing the
Although
action.
Parker was taking shots, those shots were not fully
Yeah, okay.
taken.
Yeah, okay.
Still have no score.
There, the first period. Zach Fuentes defers his decision and gives it to Scott Parker. Scott Parker, green, chooses bottom. That's where Zach really is great during wrestling. He is
tough on top.
tough on top.
Yeah,
Exactly where he gets. Now he's getting back point. His tilt just gets people.
Tilt and taint.
He's really nice with the tilt. He gets. I think he was getting. I think the ref counted back points there. If not, I'm sure Zach will load it up again.
And he does
And
exactly
he's
that.
trying.
But,
He's
and
fighting.
pushes that arm
He has
off.
great hips. See where Scott Parker almost had a
Squirming.
chance just to turn into him, but Zach just had great hips that he locked him in, and did not even let Scott score.
Working a taint now, trying to get that pump handle.
Yep, trying to work that pump handle.
Zach's a
Trying
big
to-
103-pounder.
Yeah, I can see him
just tell.
probably being at 112 or 119 next
Yeah.
year.
He-
Definitely 112.
He, just like a couple of us, he cuts weight to get down. And as you can see, I see a lot of his opponents, he looks a lot bigger than him. So he has to use that.
Zach gets a 2 back points.
Got his leg in.
Zach working tough with legs. Riding tough. Applying pressure is exactly what you should do. Riding on top.
And
As
breaks
they
him down.
Start again. Yep, Zach gets good breakdown. Zach's really pushing. Trying to get him to his back again.
Working that
Can he
tilt.
get it? Oh, it's the end of
Period.
the second period. Zach's choice.
I say gets back on top, but he's going to go to bottom.
Yeah, try to
He can
get.
escape.
The score's too close. It's a smart choice by Coach Harner.
Zach needs to just hold this lead 2 minutes, and he will be in the championship.
2 minutes is a long time when the score is this close. I don't know. The closer the score, the longer the time feels.
Got to get those knees together.
By 10, 2 minutes feels like 2 seconds. You'll know. So Scott brings Zach to his feet, giving Zach the 1 point. Right now it's 3-0 Zach. Scott gets a single. Zach takes him down. Yeah, he is pretty big. You could just tell he's pretty big for his weight class. He really just
Muscle.
just muscled him down.
Now,
Scott
after seeing Zach do what he did to him in the second period on top, he should finish it out strong here.
I seen Scott step on the scale. He was definitely far from being at 103. Well, with the 2 pound weight allowance from 105. I think he stepped on. He weighed good 95 pounds. Last time I weighed that, I was in 8th grade. Missed those days. Not even
Myself
8th,
too.
7th
Me
grade,
too.
actually, 7th grade.
Now, if Zach wins here, you think he'll most likely be going up against Council Rock South's Billy Rappo,
Billy Rapids,
Who?
great wrestler.
the Rappo family, and he had
It
lost
is the
only
family.
1-0 to him
Is the Pennsylvania family.
early in the season. So I'm very excited to see that. Commentate that one.
Zach working for back points again. And he's just getting to the point where he can get back points, and Scott just breaks through it so quick once he hears the ref starting the count.
Just at the right time. Zach doing a very good job on top.
He's riding tough, riding really tough.
This is good here. Zach wins this one. He can go to the championship. And
earn another regional berth.
he
Zach
gets it.
advances to the finals against Council Rock South's Billy Rappo. It's going to be a great match tonight. Can't wait to see.